Right, so get ready because we are going deep, deep into a story.
Mm,
A story that honestly almost feels like it's straight out of a movie.
yeah.
It's got it all. I'm talking love, betrayal.
It's like a thriller,
Yeah,
a true crime thriller.
a true crime thriller and murder, cold-blooded murder. But the thing that's so fascinating about this case, Royce, it's how these people,
How normal they seem.
totally, they led these totally ordinary, seemingly unremarkable lives,
Yeah.
and then, boom.
Everything changes.
So we're talking about Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell.
Mm-hmm.
Before they met, it was, I mean, Lori, she was a mom. She was on her fourth marriage, I think.
Wow.
And, you look at her life from the outside, and it's like picture perfect, right?
But all-American family.
Totally.
Yeah.
And Chad, he was an author.
Okay.
But, like, underneath all that, there was this shared interest,
A fascination.
a fascination with, like, doomsday stuff,
Oh, wow.
doomsday prepper ideologies,
Yeah.
particularly a group called Preparing a People.
Preparing a people.
Preparing a People. And, their beliefs, this whole concept of going dark.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Going dark. What does that
It's
mean?
basically like cutting off all ties with the outside world. Anyone they thought was like unworthy, they just cut them off.
Oh, wow.
And this played a huge role in everything that happened. It's crazy.
Okay.
Okay. So picture this. St. George, Utah. It's 2018. There's this big spiritual conference happening.
Okay.
And Lori and Chad, they meet for the first time
At this conference.
at the conference.
Wow.
And it was like, bam, instant connection,
Mm.
like magnetic,
Sparks flying.
sparks flying. You call it like fatal attraction almost.
Ooh, very dramatic.
Dramatic, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker.
Okay, there's a twist.
They were both married to other people
Oh, no.
at the time.
Huh.
So that's where things start to get, a little messy.
That complicates things.
Yeah,
A lot.
a lot. And then it gets really dark.
Dark how?
Like there's this string of mysterious deaths
Oh, my God.
that start happening around them.
Oh.
First, there's Charles Vallow, Lori's husband.
Okay.
He was shot and killed by Lori's brother, Alex Cox.
Her brother.
Alex claimed self-defense. But Charles, before he died, he was really worried. Really worried about his safety and his kids' safety.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he even told the police that Lori thought he was possessed by, like, a demon or something.
What?
Yeah, which, tied back to those preparing a people beliefs.
I see.
And then, there's the whole life insurance thing, too.
Well, there's always a life insurance angle.
Always.
Hmm.
Lori tried to collect, like, $1 million
$1 million.
after Charles died, but he changed the beneficiary to his sister. So, yeah, a whole other layer to the story.
Wow, it's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. Okay. So then there's Cammie Daybell,
Tammy, who's that?
Chad's wife.
Oh.
At first, they thought she died naturally.
Okay.
But get this.
Oh, no.
It turns out she was asphyxiated.
Whoa.
So as if all that wasn't enough, Lori's kids, Tylee and JJ, they just disappear.
No.
Gone. Vanished.
What?
The last time anyone saw Tylee, it was on a family trip to Yellowstone.
Okay.
But, and this is creepy, GPS data shows that Alex, Lori's brother, was at Lori's house for like 2 hours in the middle of the night
Yeah.
during that same trip.
Chilling.
Right. And
Right.
JJ, well, there's this photo of him, just a little guy in his red pajamas. That's the last picture anyone has of him.
Oh, my God.
And then poof, he's gone. Lori even fired his babysitter, like right after.
Really?
Yeah. So JJ's grandparents, they're freaking out, right? They can't get a hold of him. They're calling and calling. Nothing.
Oh, that's horrible.
And that's when the police got involved. They started investigating, and there was this massive search for the kids, like nationwide.
Wow.
And then Dayline got involved.
Dateline.
Yeah, they're the ones who tracked Lori and Chad down.
Where were they?
Hawaii.
Living it up in Hawaii.
Living it up like nothing happened.
Wow.
So they arrested Lori and brought her back to Idaho.
And the kids.
Well, on Chad's property,
Okay.
they found Tylee and JJ's remains.
Oh, my God. That's awful.
It was awful.
Yeah.
The condition of their bodies, especially Tylee's, it's heartbreaking.
So what happened to the brother, Alex?
Well, he died.
He died.
Yeah, before they could charge him with anything. But, and this is crazy,
What?
he confessed to his wife.
He confessed.
Yeah, about being involved in, everything.
Oh, my God. It's like something out of a movie.
It is, I know. You start with this normal life, and it spirals into this web of lies and murder. It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, it really makes you think, like, what is going on in people's minds? What could possibly drive someone to do something like this?
Right. I mean, just the coldness of it all, the planning, the manipulation, it's disturbing. And the fact that these kids were caught in the middle of it all, I don't even know what to say.
It's truly tragic. It's
Uh,
just awful. It really makes you think, like, how can beliefs, even spiritual ones, be used to justify such awful things?
It's like, where does the belief end and the manipulation begin? Did Lori and Chad truly buy into all that doomsday stuff? Or were they just using it?
To get what they wanted. That's
Exactly.
what the investigators and the prosecution were trying to figure out too, right? Don't forget, Chad was calling himself a prophet, saying he had visions about the end of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Lori was going along with it, even calling herself a goddess.
It's chilling how they used that to control people,
Mhm.
drew them in.
And that whole preparing a people group, it gave them a platform, a community to spread their ideas.
Right, like an echo chamber where everything got more and more distorted, that whole going dark thing.
Yeah.
It became their excuse to just cut people off, dehumanize.
Anyone who disagreed.
Anyway, it's like they twisted the meaning of everything to suit themselves, even bringing in zombies and demonic possession.
Using fear to control everyone.
Exactly. They preyed on people's need to belong, to have a purpose.
And the scary thing is, they were good at it.
Mm.
People believed them, enabled them.
It shows you how powerful manipulation can be, especially in a group setting.
This whole case is like a warning sign, right? Don't just blindly accept things. Think for yourself.
Question everything.
Exactly. Evaluate your sources, and most importantly, trust your gut.
So we've got these two people convicted of these horrific crimes. It's clear there was delusion there, ambition, but how much of it was an act?
Were they conning everyone, even themselves?
That's the million-dollar question.
It's probably a bit of both, right? Maybe they started out believing in those doomsday prophecies.
But then it went too far.
Yeah, their ambitions took over, and they used their beliefs to justify everything they did. It's like a textbook case of self-deception mixed with this lust for power.
And in the end, Tylee and JJ paid the price.
Their deaths are just a devastating reminder of what can happen when manipulation and fanaticism run wild.
This case has been all over the news for years, and you can see why.
It's just got everything.
It really does. It's like charismatic leaders, blind faith.
Truth and lies. It makes you think.
Yeah, it does. About like how easily we can be manipulated and how important it is to, think for ourselves.
Exactly.
This whole case, it might seem extreme,
Right.
but it kind of reflects this bigger trend,
Right.
all this misinformation and conspiracy stuff that's everywhere these days.
It's true. With social media and the internet, it's like wildfire. Lies just spread so fast.
And people are looking for answers, for something to believe in.
And that's when those fringe ideas, those really out there beliefs, become so dangerous.
That's scary, right?
Yeah.
How do we even know what's real anymore?
That's why critical thinking is so important. We need to be skeptical.
Question everything.
Exactly. Look at things from different angles and encourage people to talk to each other, Break out of those echo chambers.
Yeah, we need to be smarter.
Yeah.
Because this case, it shows you what can happen when things go too far.
When people lose sight of reality.
It's a reminder of the real-life consequences of manipulation and fanaticism.
Yeah. And while, justice has been served, legally speaking, there are still so many people hurting, especially those who loved Tylee and JJ.
Those poor kids. It's just a terrible tragedy.
It really is.
This case, it's full of twists and turns. Good and evil, belief and manipulation. It's hard to wrap your head around.
Sometimes the truth is just stranger than fiction.
Really is. And darker.
Much darker.
Well, we hope this deep dive has given you some insight into this crazy case. It's a lot to take in, that's for sure. But it makes you think about the power of belief, the need to be critical.
To question things, to stay informed.
Exactly. Until next time, keep seeking knowledge, keep asking questions, and stay safe out there.